What's up, folks? I'm Anticio Duke, and I'd like to thank you for stopping by. We've seen it coming. You know, the craze of new technology, whether it's voice, whether it's gestures, whether it's AI, whether it's chat bots. I have a video talking about all of that different technology for emotional design. I'll link it up here. But with all of that coming to fruition, there is VR and that space. And this video has everything to do with stepping out of the bounds of the digital screen that we see and interact with every day and kind of getting into a real world situation where we experience that design and see how that shapes how we design new products. So if you're ready, come on. I got some footage to show you. I'll see you on the other side. Well, welcome back. So, I know you're wondering, what about VR? And what is this experience he's talking about? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. There are many companies that have random meetups, panels of guests, sessions where they explore new technology. And in going to some of these, you can meet some awesome people. So this video has everything to do with sharing an experience that happened to me. I signed up for a meetup, right? Thinking that, hey, it's great to get out and explore the design world and meet new people that are in the field. This way, you can get a better handle on what new technologies are emerging, what other designers are experiencing, whether good, bad with technology or tools of the trade, whatever that reason is, but you can get out and get a vast amount of information. And when I did that, there was a few unique experiences that I could appreciate. Just saying.
Today has been interesting. I talked to a few people about in the Unity space about VR and kind of getting into 3D and environmental design. So for those designers, those of you who are designers out there and are unfamiliar, you need to start learning a little bit more about some of the terminology as well as some of the design dynamics for VR and virtual reality spaces. So XYZ constraints, things of that nature, they would actually help you in the long run to get familiar with how some of these environments are being designed. So you might want to take a look at that. But in the meantime, I actually will be speaking to a few designers today, kind of going through a meetup that's all about virtual reality and how to talk about spatial constraints using different tools like Unity, things of that nature. So it'll be awesome. I'm excited to go and check them out. I'll be based here in Chicago, so you'll get to see some familiar faces, some sponsors next, Wonderland Group, so it'll be crazy good, fun time. I might be able to walk you through some and get some footage and kind of show you the space. In the meantime, keep learning, and I'll talk to you in a bit.
Major, yeah. I put in work, that's major. I do it, I do. Came from the dirt, that's major. That's major. Yeah, I put in work, that's major. Yeah. All about that paper. I do it major. I do it, I do. Yeah, I put in work, that's major. Yeah, yeah. Came from the dirt,
Awesome
that's
video
major.
space. We got the group here. So this should be fun, and you'll see a bit more. Let's see if I can document some of it, but it's pretty cool. Let's get started.
So I'm here at the next Now VR meetup, and in the VR cube. As you can see, there's tons of lights, there's tons of experience stuff here where you can kind of see what's going on. But this is the VR experience. It's pretty crazy. And this is only beginning. It's gonna get crazy. You can see there's like 7, 8 different screens to just project what that experience is. full simulation, full immersion. This is VR.
First one is more so just a walk around experience.
Exactly.
Good. Alright.
So you can walk anywhere, you can duck, look up, you can look down, you can move up and down.
So, awesome trees. There's some leaf falling. That's amazing. See the stars. This is great. Colors.
And you're safe to not walk into any walls until you see a blue grid.
Okay, blue grid. I won't look for that. However, I'll be aware of that.
Yeah, if you see it, it just says that's the
Okay. So here's what's interesting. It's triggered by distance and proximity of person. Got it. Alright. So the grid lines. This is pretty awesome. Think about that. Foreground. Background. That is great.
And now we're just doing something a little more interactive.
Okay.
As you can see, in those moments, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. I took a step of faith, meaning I believed in learning or getting something out of this experience. I had faith that something was going to surface out of it. And sure enough, it did. I mean, there was a few things that I was blown away by. Let's be honest.
So I have these
So if you look to the right or directly behind you,
directly behind me.
that car is your car.
Okay.
If you
You
look-
also see a post right here. So
Yeah, if you look to your right,
right.
those are the color combinations you can use to change the color of your car. If you hold the trigger on the bottom of the controller,
Trigger on the bottom.
Yeah.
Does not matter which one.
that's not matter which one.
Okay.
So just reach out and you can grab it. If you hold it, yep. And if you throw it at the car, it's going to change the color.
Okay. I'm going with gray. Let's see how this works. All right.
You can mix and match to your heart's content.
Okay.
Yep. And then if you look directly behind you, there's a bunch of decals.
Decals. We'll go target. See how that works. Boom. All right.
And if you look to your left, there's a bunch of tires.
To my
Yep. You can choose your tires.
fancy the same way. I see grid lines right behind it. So it's not necessarily proximity to person, it's an object now. Unless I'm that close to the grid.
I draw in the grid. That's how it happens.
Gotcha. Alright, so we have this. Apply that here.
Yep. And then I would say also just throw the tires into the back of the room. It is very fulfilling. It's a strangely fulfilling thing.
Yeah! Get out of here! Come on! Oh, yes! Oh, sorry.
Okay, you're good.
Bounce around. Okay. Alright.
Nice. I like that.
I like it. It's cool, man.
Cool, right?
That was good.
Cool. Now you what? You ready? Let's do this.
Perfect. So I'm gonna hand you these.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this off.
Okay. Good job, man.
That was amazing.
Wasn't that fun?
That was really
Yeah, dude. The world's gonna be weird.
very fast.
Look, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. So when I tried it, I was like, but in the spirit of curiosity and in understanding that there was value that was to surface out of this entire experiences, I literally just took the plunge. Like, go for it. Look, I know. This wasn't the exact type of video that I usually do related to design. It wasn't the kind of tips and tricks or tutorial based thing. But let's be honest, there was some value there. You learned and I learned right, together, that there is value stepping away from the space we're in, designing the products that we usually do. There was an entire setup of a virtual world that I was able to explore. And so now, having experience with the controllers and the tools used within that environment now helps me look, or forces me to look at how we design our products a little bit differently. For example, let's say when I was painting and doing these things and experiencing, I couldn't show you everything, but let's say the response that I get once I interact with something. Let's say I'm painting a wall, and the moment I splash paint against it, there's a flick, and so the controllers then show this vibration as if the motion of my hand and the gesture complements real world experience and response. Now looking at that tells me that when a user, I'm looking at it that perspective, when a user then receives a notification, then receives something when they swipe away, and it is a good interaction, let's say a purchase, let's say a coupon code. Now I'm thinking of how can I get this response to react to them in real time so that they feel enjoyment from their response. They get the feedback needed and required to let them know they did a good thing. Going to this helped me see that, all right? So that's literally what this video was about, showing you that there's different experiences away from what we're actually experiencing when we design for the products that we do. And this case was virtual reality. Love you guys. Awesome, awesome. If you haven't done it, I suggest it. Go experience it for yourself. All right, well, that's all I have for today. It was a little bit different, but different is good. So if you like this content or anything that's here, feel free. Click the like button. As a matter of fact, tell me what part of this experience was enjoyable for you. I'd love to hear your feedback. In the meantime, click that bell, subscribe. Again, we can talk. We can share in this design experience of life together. That's all I'm saying. All right, see you in the next one.